I'm ready. Believe that. So Terence Crawford versus Canelo was a domination. Bottom line, it was a domination. And my prediction was Terence Crawford knockout, but it wasn't a knockout, but it was damn near. He staggered Canelo, buckled his knees a few times in the fight, especially toward the end, the last round, homie, you hear me? But a great night for boxing, no cap. About time they show a fight, and it's worth something, homie. Two fighters that the fans want to see, the people want to see, and it's overall good for boxing, dog. Heavy. So Crawford, first thing, Crawford was not scared of Canelo at all. It's a difference, man, in mentality, difference in fighters. Majority, if not every fight that Canelo has had besides Floyd, you know what I mean? Every fighter comes in there scared of the whole stigma or whole character or whole persona of Canelo Alvarez, correct? So they're already defeated before the first bell even rings. But Crawford held to the no, man. You was talking about a dude from Omaha, Nebraska, from the gutter, been shot, been through trials and tribulations, fighting for his family, huh? And like I said, a lot of people sat there and tried to judge him off his last fight. You can't do that with Crawford, baby. Heavy. Because one thing he has proven every big fight, when everything's on the line, excuse me, when everything's on the line, just like with Errol Spence Jr., every big fight, homie, he's coming when his belt's on the line. He's coming with his A game. He's coming dialed in, locked in, like I know he would. You hear me, dog? So that's why it was a clear domination, but it wasn't no fear in Crawford's heart. You know what I mean? No fear at all, no timidness, no doubt. Like I say, a lot of fighters, when they're facing Canelo, they come in already rattled, already shook up, baby. Heavy, you hear me? And they're scared as hell. Heavy, homie. No way around it. Period. Fighting is about mentality, dog. Spirit, belief, confidence, no fear, bro. Period. In every fight you see Crawford and he has no fear. His demeanor is confidence. Let's get it, let's bang. Let's get it, let's bang. And he came in there and did just that. Found his groove, found his rhythm early. He began to press Canelo back. You know what I mean? We haven't seen that in a while. Canelo, man, is what it is. You hear me? He pressed him back. He put the pressure on him. Bottom line. But having no fear, Crawford had already won the damn fight, homie. I knew Canelo couldn't handle him with the footwork. His footwork is elite. Natural boxing skills, his boxing skills are elite. And any real black nigga, and I'm talking real black nigga, Floyd, Crawford, Canelo has struggled with. Period, homie. Period. Heavy. Who can box, who can stand there and bang with him, who ain't scared of him, who can break him down, who has enough power to slow him down, and who has better stamina. Heavy, bruh. And an all-around better boxer. Period. Next note, dog. He was the better boxer, like I just said. Hands down, man down. Just like with Errol, he was the better boxer, dog. As far as cutting, creating angles, footwork, especially when he figured Canelo out, huh? And that headbutt, side note, that headbutt wasn't accidental. Canelo was frustrated, baby. He couldn't figure him out, homie. It was difficult. You know what I mean? It was like a damn maze he couldn't figure out. He couldn't get to Terence Crawford. And the announcers was kind of, they was trying to hype Canelo up every damn punch. Even though the majority of them punches, Crawford wasn't feeling them. He was deflecting and rolling with them. They wasn't doing no damage. But you got them niggas trying to big Canelo up. Heavy, homie, you hear me? You know what it is. But yeah, he's the better boxer. Skilled, man, has a better jab. He started using his jab later in the fight, breaking Canelo down, setting him up, You hear me? He started figuring out what Canelo was doing. That's why those body shots, quick, boom, block, headshot, boom, bam, roll, bitch. You hear me, dog? He a real dog in there. Skilled, IQ. You know what I mean? Period. Bottom line, bro. And he's older than Canelo in age, but as far as in the ring, Canelo is older than him. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is, bro. But he's the better boxer naturally. Period, dog. It's what it was. His footwork is elite. Canelo's isn't. You saw the angles Canelo was trying to take. You saw the angles Crawford to start to take. The way he maneuvered around the ring, homie. You hear me? That's why you saw him smiling early, sticking his tongue out. Never bothered, never affected by nothing that Canelo was doing. Huh? You even peeped the corners in between the rounds. Canelo's trainer was worked up, hype, frustrated. You could tell he was frustrated, dog, as the fight continued. Terence Crawford corner, boom, calm, collected, confidence, belief. Keep working, telling them what to do. You know what I mean? Terence Crawford just calm, bro. He knew what it was. Canelo couldn't hang with him, hold his jock strap, and people talking about, oh, if they would have fought earlier, if they would have fought early in their careers. No, it would have been worse for Canelo. And hell to the no, no, no. Canelo don't want to step in that ring with Crawford again. I don't care what he said after the fight, dog. You hear me, homie? It's a wrap. Arizzi, finito, dandada. Let it go, Canelo. Let it go, homie. Period. Because next time it will be a knockout for sure. You know. You're just a better fighter, dog. And those fighters always give Canelo problems. Straight black niggas who gonna bang with you and who ain't scared of you, homie. You hear? He had more power. He had more power, or at least enough power to keep Canelo away at bay. And we saw it clearly, homie. Terence Crawford has power. Not sneaky power, but obvious power, bro. He even looked stronger than Canelo at times tonight. Everybody talking about how Canelo was bigger. So, and, huh? What the fuck does that mean? What did that mean? Nothing. Even in the clinches, even they was up close. Boom, banging. Boom, in there. Get in there with him. Tag him up in there. He was in there, dog. Terence Crawford held his own. He, he outman, outmuscled Canelo, out physical Canelo. It was easy work, bro. Anybody who watched that fight and said Crawford had a tough time, that was a fucking easy work, homie. You know what I mean? David Benavidez would be a tougher fight for Crawford than Canelo was, dog. Crawford would still win, but it would be different. You hear me, homie? Crawford dominated in the boxing area, in the power area, size, strength, etc. People thought for some reason Canelo would just come in and outpower, walk down Crawford, beat him up in the clinch. No, Crawford beat him up in the clinch, homie. You hear me? Clear evidence shit, dog. Know what I mean? A lot of times people get caught up on that size, all about the size. Now, it's more than size, dog. You know? What's your skill set? You know what I mean? Do you got natural strength, homie? Period. And Crawford banged him up. Crawford had power. Probably had more power than Canelo tonight. He even hurt Canelo. You saw Canelo get buckled, wobbled, especially in the last round, but rounds before that, like a couple rounds before that. Wobbled his knees, slowed him down, bro. You saw it clearly. You know what I mean? It came to a certain point in the fight, Crawford was doing whatever the hell he wanted to do with that man. Point blank, period, huh? No cap. You know it. You know it. Stamina played a big effect. Crawford's stamina is immaculate. Canelo's isn't. Canelo started to wear down late in the fight. He was chasing. That's why he got frustrated. You hear me, homie? Period. Bottom line. It's different levels. It was different levels. Clear domination. Like I say, I thought it would be a knockout. I still think it should have been a little bit more time. He would have hurt that boy. But Canelo, a dog, he got a chin. Respect his chin, man. Respect Canelo. I ain't heard of bash Canelo. Disrespect him. A true legend, a true champion, a true warrior. He done fought the best. Didn't duck nobody, even in his young age, huh? You hear me, dog? He ain't duck no smoke. And his chin is crazy, So respect him, bro. But Terence Crawford, I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked. I told you what it was before what it was, huh? Yeah. But stamina, road work, all that. Crawford had it all, boy. Period, boy. Big fights, Crawford shows up. That's what he do. That's what he does. You know what I mean? He rises up to the occasion. If it's somebody elite, he comes in elite, baby. He comes in elite, Versus Marjorie, he ain't really look too hyped up, too dialed in, really not focused as he should have been, but no excuses, but he pulled it off, got through it. And everybody judged him off that. That's why Canelo probably was excited. Oh, Crawford didn't look good. Boom, boy. A different Crawford, boy. Heavy, huh? You hear me? A different Crawford coming, dog, against the best. Heavy, what it is. And most importantly, Crawford wasn't scared, boy. Wasn't scared, dog. Period. I got to reiterate that again. Most importantly, he wasn't scared, homie. Like I said earlier. Man, they have no fear. He said, we come in here and we go and bang, and I'm taking your belts back home. Yeah, man. Dog mentality, man. Warrior mentality. Heavy, homie. You know? A lot of boxers be scared, pussy, man. Scared of the name, scared of the brand. Go in there and thump, homie. You hear me, dog? So shout out respect to Terence Crawford. He is a legend, a boxing legend forever. And he is the best, homie. The best. Big props to you. Salute to you, dog. Straight up, man. Much respect. Yeah, keep doing your thing, bro. You know what I mean? That's my opinion on it, man. But this night was good for boxing, definitely. They need to start rocking with Netflix more as long as the buffering is corrected. Yeah, but more people can watch it. You expose boxing more, huh? Put it back on the map slowly but surely. But you got to have the best fighting the best. You know what I mean? Tonight was the best versus the best. Not no Tank versus Jake Paul bullshit, dog. Know what I mean? Matter of fact, Netflix promoters, put me in there with Jake Paul. I bet I break him. Put me in there with Logan Paul. I bet I break him, huh? Let's get it, man. Put me in there with Mike Perry, Conor McGregor, whoever, dog. I break them. Easy work, homie. Sean Strickland, I break them. Drickus Dupree, I break him. You hear me, dog? Whoever, dog. You hear me? Heavy, homie. David Benavidez, I break them, huh? Heavy. Period, dog. Big warrior here. Believe that. And shout out, respect, Terence Crawford, though. You did your thing, homie. 1,000. Big warrior here. Babylon, stay aware. Yeah. Wicked.